Hello and welcome back to Chemistry with Kenny. We are currently going through our GCSE Physics spec, and today we are going to be looking at stopping distance. So let's go straight in. So when we talk about stopping distance, we separate it out into two parts, okay? The first part is thinking distance, and the second part, let's move this out of the way, is braking distance. Okay, so your overall stopping distance is made up of these two parts, thinking and braking. Let's first focus on thinking distance. So whenever we talk about thinking distance, this is starts as soon as the driver sees a hazard. Now, obviously, this could be about loads of different things. You could have someone on a bike, someone in a car, whatever. But let's just pretend, to make it a lot easier for us, that we're always going to be talking about somebody in a car. But it does apply to any situation where you would need to stop. So this is as soon as the driver sees a hazard. So let's say someone's driving down the road and they see somebody step into the road. As soon as they see it, that's when thinking distance starts, okay? Thinking distance ends as soon as the driver does something. Now that could be touch the brake, that could be change direction, whatever they're doing. As soon as they've stopped thinking and started to do stuff, that's when thinking distance ends. Now, we could talk about some factors that impact thinking distance, and these are anything affecting the driver. So big ones are drugs or alcohol. Are they tired or distractions? Okay, they're the big ones. They're the ones that are most commonly you'll find on mark schemes. You could also talk about experience of the driver, their age, whether they're young or old, their health. Okay, but those first ones, tired, distractions, drugs or alcohol, are the common ones that you will see on a mark scheme. Now, if we look over at braking distance, now, braking distance starts as soon as the driver does something. So it takes straight over from that thinking distance. And it ends once at 0 meters per second. Basically, once the car, the bike, whatever it is completely still. Factors. Now this is anything affecting, in this case, the car, but it could be a bike, whatever. Okay, so road condition. Okay, now an answer to be careful about is weather, but be specific. So is it that it's raining, so the road is has a layer of water on it, which means the friction is less, so the braking distance goes longer? Or is it really, really sunny, super dry, really easy to drive on, so the braking distance is less? That's going to depend on what question you are answering. And then we could also put the car. condition, specifically about the brakes or tires. Okay, either one of those two. Okay, that's braking distance. Then we go over to stopping distance. Stopping distance is a total of thinking plus braking distance. So it's those two things added together. Okay. Now, there are some factors that will affect all of this. The main one being speed. Okay. So this affects all areas. So speed is going to affect the thinking distance. Speed is also going to affect the braking distance. Now, some of you would have already realized this. Thinking distance is basically to do with your reaction time. So what speed are you traveling at? How fast do you react? Obviously, times those two together and you end up with a distance that you travel during that time. Okay. Now, underneath there are some exam questions to have a go at and to practice. So please feel free to have a go at those. Obviously, all of these worksheets are free to download either on Google Classroom if you are one of my students or through the link in the description if you are not. Have a good day.